Thank you for staying with us. Nigeria stands at a defining crossroad. In recent months, the nation has watched insecurity evolve from a chronic challenge into a national crisis demanding urgent, unconventional responses. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has repeatedly cut back international engagements, including cancelling his AU summit appearance to confront the deteriorating situation at home. His directives have been sweeping, sending the Vice President to Kebbi, ordering the Minister of State for Defense to physically relocate to the troubled region, facilitating the release of abducted citizens, declaring a state of emergency on security, pushing for massive recruitment into the police and armed forces, and withdrawing an estimated 11,000 police officers from VIP duties to strengthen public safety. But despite these drastic moves, Nigerians are restless. The streets are talking. Social media is buzzing. Communities are whispering in frustration. And the new uncomfortable question is gaining momentum, one that has now landed boldly on the floor of the Senate. Should Nigerians be allowed to carry arms? What are your thoughts? Join the conversation on 020-163-52013 or 0902-416-3440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies, just go straight to the point. What do you think about this?
No,
carry arms or no carry arms?
No.
Carry arms.
Wow.
No.
Okay, let's hear. Why?
It's not like I know how to carry arms. It's not like I'm going to be willing to shoot anybody. I can't even imagine having a gun. But I think that when, I mentioned something a few weeks back. I said mutually assured destruction is the best way to keep peace. When a kidnapper is not sure, you are coming with your own gun, you try shallow somebody. The person bring out to you before you even say, I'm going to, you don't do to kill everybody. Do you understand? So if I don't know if the person, I can want to stop a bus and that bus I want to stop now, as I'm still doing my hand like this, they have shots into the person, I will not stop the bus because I don't want to die. The kidnapper does not want to die. So if the kidnapper is not sure that the kidnapping will not result in his death, he might not take kidnapping up. But for now, majority of Nigerians do not have arms, which means the few that have arms are so powerful and can take lives with such ease that puts everybody at risk. So if we change the ratio and increase the number of Nigerians that have arms, that way we will reduce the number of people that feel like my gun gives me the right to terrorize you and do anything with you.
So the number of people that have arms, are you saying there should be a special group of people that have arms?
No, so while the US is a terrible example because they have freedom to bear arms, and they've also had a lot of gun violence everywhere. But if we understand where we're coming from, with what is going on here, we have gun violence. It's just that the gun violence is among the few people who are using it to oppress majority of people. So there was a conversation regarding after the attack on the church that if every church has security operatives with gun, the ease with which bandits come in will be less. If every mosque has security operatives with gun, I'm telling you, we've tried every other thing, it did not work. The poor president said now that we go to the place where the attack is taking place. It has not worked. We are going to withdraw VIP. It has not worked. We are going to come at them with ultimate violence. It did not work. We are going to use explosives to fish out. We will send. There was the one that was very, very funny when they said we have not national guards, forest guards. And the forest guards will go and flush them out of the forest. They gave us 3 months. It did not work. So maybe everybody having guns might just be a solution. Of course, there will be trainings before you will get the gun. You will do training, you'll be sure that you can certify yourself, but it just means that if you try me, you will collect. So there will be less trying.
All right. So I disagree with you. I'm holding the placard of I disagree.
Let's go. Okay. If you look at how we are as a people, we know gun, but it's violence every time. You know how we would be if we had that kind of power. And I don't think it should be given just anyhow. As it is now, we already have weapons that have, infiltrated society and are unaccounted for. And that's why we are where we are. every time weapons come into the country, they float. Now we are even licensing it. So we have suggested that, government should license certain bodies. That way you can trace incidences of, civilian abuses, extortion with weapon, or bullets to certain groups, not just every individual. And I'm also afraid that if we grant it to every individual, we'll give it as car licenses that we give to people who cannot drive. As it is now, even with the requirement of a driving school test, most Nigerians have driver's license, have cars, they can drive. Some people are on the road, they are wondering who puts this one for road. How did you even make it here? And there's no system to regulate that thing. It's a dangerous thing to say. I'm wondering in the future, just as Tokpe said, we will not turn up to be an American. If Tokpe just look at you, I don't like her. I'll say, Tokpe, she was holding her gun, I cocked my own. It's one bullet, 10 die. Tokpe, if you shoot one bullet, I shoot 10 die.
Are you joking? Sometimes you just make a comment on this show. Somebody is very upset with you.
Yes.
And then you now
just say,
jump the person outside.
Yes.
I'll see you later.
Please. Ramsey.
Okay, so I don't think we have the mental capacity to be able to hold guns in Nigeria. I don't think we have it. And again, my problem is when we want to copy, we don't copy very well. We don't copy well. Okay, so we want to copy the Americans. The Americans, they have their social security number. When they go to buy their guns, their social security number is attached to the gun, the bullets, everything. Such that when you use it somewhere, they were able to trace it to you. Here, we have NIN, BVN, license number. The numbers are just, and there's no proper database. So you can't start saying everybody should go and get guns. And because of our mental state, the kind of guns that we're going to hold, if I just go somewhere and I'm negotiating something and you don't agree, I'll just bring out my gun,
Hey.
You understand?
Hey.
And that's how it's just going to be a
with this mental state that you're talking about, are we a different kind of human beings from other people?
We are always annoyed.
angry?
We're always angry.
Is that for the whole of
statement.
Nigeria? Is that how all Nigerians are? Or just a particular group of people? Maybe
As it is now, we have not successfully
Maybe
prosecuted.
Lagosians are people in Port Harcourt. But not everybody. It's not widespread. But there is a reason why the Senate is sitting on this and asking.
Because they think exploring alternatives to insecurity. Can we talk about that?
Yes, we will. But I wanted to add so that you can talk about which talk about saying we have tried everything. Have we truly tried everything? Have we looked at the corruption in the system, in our military? Have we looked at complicity, compromise of our military? Have we looked at welfare of our military and those personnel that fight against it?
Some
so those
factors,
are the things I would like
those
to
are some factors that you have mentioned. But have we looked at, the flow of, weapons to criminal network?
Okay.
We sat one time at lunch with one ESCO, let me put it that way, and they were telling us how weapons had come into a particular state, and the person on top of at the helms of affairs made sure that it was followed through to ensure that there's security under his watch.
Yes.
Okay, now, how many governors know how many weapons come into their states? How many have we been able to follow? If we now start to do this, as Nigerians that we know, I don't want to generalize like Ramatu has done, but we know that if I cannot get something by the system standards, I will want to go and get it by the on-system standard. I will find a way because I want to be part of it. Already, we have a law that allows certain individuals be licensed to carry weapons. And the rigorous arrangement to get it has made it difficult for everybody to get. But imagine that we now do it in such a way, we ease it and say, because we are responding to insecurity, why not beef up, just as we have recalled certain VIP protection within the police, can we also, expand our police, which is some of the things that they... So Tokpe was quick to access the recall process. She is also quick to access the recruitment process because we've not tested them. The forest guards, most of them, they were just announced by most of the governors. I know one, carry gun, no bullets. And he's supposed to be a forest guard, and around the forest. He even is at risk. How many of these are we doing?
We have a call. Dikin Okolo from Nasarawa State. Good morning, Dikin.
Good morning, madam. How are you people doing?
Well, fine, thank you.
Yes, please. I'm calling from Nasarawa State.
You're welcome.
Yes. So I want to contribute on this issue because that is my area of specialization.
Okay.
I'm a crime strategist. You see, let us never begin to talk individuals having guns. Even the state police should not even be discussed. If anybody who know what is called gun will not talk all those things. The only thing is good leadership. Okay, what does it take the government to disarm those people that are having guns? Are they power to handle guns? Okay, even Liberia, after the war, they were able to collect all the guns that was everywhere. Why is it so hard in Nigeria for a whole federal government of Nigeria to disarm all these people? They will release kidnapped children. Nobody will be killed. Nobody will be arrested. Is it not high time? We have brains now. Eh? So you mean the main duty of every government is to secure life and property. Why is it so hard? So as much as, if, okay, you have one gun now, you shoot. Maybe this people goes like 50, 30. You are endangering your life. Please, we should not think of that. Even community police or whatever, or local government police, or state police, is not, we are not right for that, and it's not even good. A good society should be well protected. There will be no need for this. Somebody is in his house with only one gun. 30 people came with gun. How many would you kill? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. All we need is the real work of the government. That's where.
Oh, thank you, Dikin Okoro. Let's go on a short break, but we'll come back. We'll bring in our next guest. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are joined by a woman whose presence turns heads, whose voice commands attention, and whose personality lights up every room she enters. She's bold, stylish, dynamic, and unapologetically herself. Whether she's speaking, creating, influencing conversations, or inspiring her followers to live confidently and authentically, she brings an energy that is impossible to ignore. She's a rising force, a trendsetter, and a woman carving her own lane with grace and grit. Please join me in welcoming our celebrity guest for today, the fabulous, the stunning, the one and only Miriam Adeyemi Tima.
I absolutely love that intro. This is amazing.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah.
I love my The View people.
Oh, fantastic. Let me invite our callers to join us on 0902-416-3440 or connect to us, TVC Connect, using the hashtag YourView on TVC. You're welcome, Miriam.
Thank you so much.
The last time you were on the show, I wasn't. I was like, oh, I missed that. So it's good to finally sit with you.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
but before you joined us, we were talking about the Senate deliberating on if Nigerians, responsible Nigerian citizens, to bear arms so we can protect ourselves. As you are aware, the banditry, insurgency, kidnappings happening everywhere in communities that sometimes the government cannot get to in time to protect them. What do you think about that?
This is going to be a tough question because you mentioned the bandits, which I understand that. Okay, if it's in that aspect, probably yes, but I'm not a gun lover. I'm not like, it's not even something, like I live in America as well, so I can tell you for a fact that Americans have the right to bear arms. And I don't agree with it. Why is that? There are so many people that are not all right upstairs. You know, people shoot themselves in America just based on road rage. And you can imagine, in Nigeria, we are very aggressive here. In everything we do, most of us are very aggressive. And
including yourself?
I'm trying to change, but I would never even own any gun. Let me even state that, you know. But to your question, I don't think that Nigerians should have the authority or the right to own any arm. Why is that? I think Nigerian government should improve the Nigerian security system to protect Nigerians rather than giving Nigerians the access to bear arms.
I like that response.
About the opinion, see, criminals have guns. So.
But
If
they're not
criminals,
licensed.
yes, criminals have guns. In the country that having guns is illegal, except you have gone through the process and you're licensed. But a lot of the criminals find a way to get guns. So if it makes people feel like sitting ducks. Like somebody can just come in and take advantage of your good heart, innocence, and many people have lost their lives to these things. So yes, we might not entirely agree that every individual should carry guns. The same thing that happened in the US, where people are clamoring for stiffer regulations regarding who should carry guns. Like, let's do a psych eval before you can have a gun. So if in Nigeria you want to say legalize having arms, I feel that there should be a psychological evaluation before you can carry it. But Nima already made it like, it might go the tone of the way we all collect yellow fever card. Actually, collect driver's license without. So it might not necessarily be all through, but I am concerned, as every other concerned Nigerian, that if we find ourselves in a challenging situation like what has been happening, the increase almost every day, there's another kidnapping. Niger, another, like every day you read the papers, it's one kidnapping or the other, and that's the ones that made it to the paper. There are many other kidnappings that did not even make it to the paper that nobody knows. Exactly. Everybody they just paid and went on. So I feel with the level of vulnerability that we have as a nation, we need to increase the number, and the funding for police is not covering enough ammunition. So some individuals are willing. I value my life so much. I would buy guns and bullets and get these people to be safe so that I might not hold the gun, but that kind of.
I agree with what you're saying, but you have to understand that it's not everyone that bear arms that knows how to use it. There has to be a level of training involved. Like the people in America, in Europe, they shoot anyhow. That's why they say stray bullets. People die, the amount of people that die based on stray bullets is high. But obviously we don't hear that. Even Americans that bear harm, the citizens, the civil, what's it called? The normal citizens that bear harm, not everyone is trained. All you have to do is just go there, you get a gun, as long as you have the license. But they don't have proper training. And yes, I understand these bandits, we need to protect ourselves from them, and I don't support them, don't get me wrong. But these people, they've trained. They're probably smoking something, drinking something. They're not doing it with clear eye. Do you understand? We just have to be, as a citizen, we have to try as much as possible not to be found in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's the prayer. Because you can have the protection, but do you really know how to use it? Because you won't know problem. You will not to solve problem until it gets to you.
Yeah, so I think that the reason why this is coming up is simply because of the terrorism going on in Nigeria. No? And I think we have not exhausted all the options available. For example, why don't we have drones, surveilling areas like that? And then another thing is we can go into those communities, recruit some people there, because we always have all those strong guys in those communities. Recruit them, train them on how to hold guns, because they are the ones that can protect their territory. They are the ones that know the intruders, they know the strangers that are coming. Our soldiers don't know them. So if they go in, because when they come in, they become part of you. You can't differentiate them. You can't say this is not part of me and this is part of me. But the people that live in that community, they know the strangers. So if we can equip them, teach them, train them on how to use those arms, at least that these are the ones that have been given arms to protect themselves. That way they can protect themselves and protect that community. So now we have to go into those small communities and equip themselves.
Nobody can protect your community better than the people that live there.
And then the governors too need to be held accountable. They also have to make sure that security is being, they up their game when it comes to security in their various states.
Carefully talk about how some of these arms get to us, get into society prior to elections, politicians, lawmakers, governors, ESCO members, constituency leaders getting weapons and with the excuse of, getting their boys in town armed for whatever reasons. We saw one election happen in Port Harcourt, and I was wondering the level of shooting in unrecognized uniform. Who be these people? Who give them gun? After the elections, you now see crimes coming up in certain areas and wondering how they get weapons. Why not recall those weapons? Even if you think that you are responding to security at a particular time, when you have done the job, do governments in every state recall those weapons? Can they account for every weapon? We have not done that. We have not exhausted that. We have not spoken to them, because when I saw the debate on the floor of the House, and you know, all of them know how many times they say they are contributing to certain agencies. They bring in weapons, some accounted for to the agency, some enter society.
Yeah.
And
Is it
you know,
just
they
even
know.
just the government, even the police? I read something, it was years ago, whereby I think they caught some thieves.
Okay.
You know, and obviously through the news and everything, they're like, why do you guys get your arms? It's like a through policemen.
Okay.
They rent it to those people, to armed robbers.
Yeah.
And I felt so ashamed for our country and our society as a whole, that the people that are supposed to be protecting us are the ones giving or lending or borrowing,
Renting.
you know, renting this for money. Do
Yeah.
you get me? How do you want us? Like, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. If something happens now and we have 2 policemen here and 10 people come in here, they will be hiding at the back with us.
100%.
I understand they have lives, but the moment you took up that responsibility to become a protector for the community or for the citizen, you are supposed to lay your life.
Yeah,
Us.
in every agency there are bad eggs. You
Absolutely.
know? Yeah, we commend those who are doing their
Their
job.
job,
But definitely
absolutely.
there are bad eggs, and that is why I feel that we haven't yet exhausted all the avenues. You know, which is stopping corruption. The issues like this, proper licensing, so you're able to trace a gun. You find someone with a gun. You don't even need to ask too many questions. The number should be able to tell you.
prints.
Yes, you trace
Your prints.
who it is. So there's just so much that we need to do before we start putting guns in the hands of Nigerians. At least that is my take. But we will also discuss something before you came, and we'd like to hear just a short sentence what you think about the Minister of Interior, that explosive showdown with the fire service chief at Wuse. What do you think about that?
That you're talking about Minister Ola
Yes.
Tunjojo. I think he's on the right track,
Okay.
because I think this happened earlier this year or late last year, when one building was burning along at, was it Tournament? Not Tournament.
Yes, not too long ago.
Eco Bridge or something.
Yes.
And it took a while for the fire service to get there. And that person, imagine just you losing everything you worked your life for. I feel like Minister Ola Tunjojo is aiming at something, but will it be very hard? Because based on what I read about the whole entire situation, it wasn't his first time doing that. It's not his first time doing that. We need to find a way whereby, you still go back to the police as well, where we protect the citizen. And when it comes to the fire service, not just protecting the citizens, and also our properties.
Yeah.
Most of our properties are not in Nigeria. Most people don't even insure their properties. They just build and live in there. So you can imagine your life can be gone, your properties can be gone, everything, your children, your family. They have to find a way to improve the infrastructure. Like, I didn't even know that Nigeria, it wasn't until Funke Akindele did that, was it Jennifer Diary, when the fire service came. Obviously, they had to make sure that they were there to perform their job.
Okay.
But I didn't even think that we had something like that, tangible, to protect us like that, which is very sad.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll focus on everything you. But let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our guests. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.